Hey Whovians, welcome to the Doctor Who review. So, just to get started, my name is Kate. I am 15 years old and I am a huge fan of Doctor Who, but I also like to review and I want to go over why I think Doctor Who works and doesn't work in some spots. Um, really based on characters and storyline and really the writing style. So, I'm really going to go into that a lot on this channel, but today we're just going to be talking about Series 1 of Doctor Who, things that worked and things that didn't. I think starting on the negatives would be a good idea at this point, so I'm just going to start off by saying that I think a problem with the first season would be the pace of the episodes and the inconsistency, because some of the episodes like really drag on and then some of them move way too fast for us to comprehend, really. And I mean, I know that's Doctor Who's thing. They just decide to throw information at you, and if you don't get it, then it doesn't matter because stuff is happening anyway. Um, I love that, but it it is interesting. I'm just going to talk about the inconsistency for a little while. So, we start off by meeting Rose, and I love Rose. She's one of my favorite companions, of course. And we have the Ninth Doctor, who is. He's good. He's not widely appreciated. I think all the doctors are fantastic, but um, I do believe that the Ninth Doctor was a poor choice for the companion Rose because she was so young and um, she was really active and not the smartest person ever, and the Ninth Doctor, he just seemed a bit too old for her, and so that it really didn't sell the love story. You may be saying, yeah, there wasn't really a love story, only in at the very last episode, Bad Wolf, when they kissed, and I know that was to take the time vortex energy out of her head, but the thing was is that it was creepy. If anybody felt the same way, he was twice her age and he was kissing her, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it saved her life, but it was kind of weird because that's just, it could be her dad. The writing was good in the first season, but the problem was that it was very inconsistent, like I mentioned before. um, See, all the episodes were good, but they were all a different pace. They were all different, um, really different characters, different moods, and I guess you could look at that as, spicing it up, lots of variety, but I think there's a fundamental problem with that, which is that viewers don't know what to expect, because sometimes, if you just want to turn on the TV and watch something exciting or adventurous, and so then you go, oh, Doctor Who has that. I remember last week there was an episode that was really adventurous, and then you watch it and it's just really slow moving, and so it can be frustrating a bit. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it, but I know a lot of people that do, that just say, I can't, I can't decide whether or not I want to watch it because I never know what it's going to be like. Now onto the good things about season one. Hang on, it'll come to me. For starters, in the first season of Doctor Who, it was really fresh. A lot of people disagree with me, but many people who watched the original Doctor Who's, the ones that started in the 1950s and 60s and went on into the 80s, the the thing was is that it was really updated. Like a lot of people were worried that it would still be sort of trapped in the past because the writers might be purists or whatever, but it was really fresh and it was really new, and everybody was really excited to have all these new effects. I think you could call them that. I mean, they're a bit shoddy, but well, we're adding new stuff, and there was a new take on all the enemies and aliens and worlds, and now we could add new technology into the Doctor Who world. Another thing that I thought was really good was the racial diversity in the first season of Doctor Who. This continued in the New Who series, is continuing, but I think it's really good that they have, people of all different races and from all different cultures, and it's great. And I think that's a really big part of Doctor Who. It's about accepting other people and other species. And while people may say, well, you're just talking about people liking aliens, well, that's fine, because that can be a very good analogy for what's happening in in this world today. Another thing that was interesting about the first season was the was were the female characters, because that was really new. Because in old Doctor Who and classic Doctor Who, the female characters were really good and really prominent and whatnot, but in they needed updated, of course, because that was a long time ago. And so I'm really happy with the way they updated the female characters, because they didn't feel the need to fit society's growing feminism so much that they made the female character a complete stereotype of the perfect woman. They managed to make Rose a strong person, a strong woman, and you didn't have to always think of her as a woman. She was just a strong character that was heavily flawed, but also with their heart in the right place, and a really good, strong character. And I will go more into the character of Rose later. I'm going to do um, character episodes of Doctor Who review, I should say. And so I'm going to be talking about all the companions and the doctors. And so I hope you stay tuned for that, and I really hope you like this review of Series 1. I may make some changes to it later, but I really hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned. I just realized in this whole video I couldn't decide whether to say series or season, so just pretend I said series for that whole thing if you're British, and if you're not, then just pretend I said season.